2025 work program. Again, this item was passed out for review at your December Planning Commission meeting.
We'll move on to the approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the January 27th meeting? Moved by Commissioner Addison, second by Commissioner Ellender. Are there any objections to approving the minutes? Seeing none, these items have been approved. At this time, I'll ask Vice Chairman Cliff Grout to read in the rules for conducting public hearings.
Rules for conducting public hearings. This is a public meeting. Any interested member of the public who wishes to comment on an item from this agenda may comment in person at City Hall, 222 St. Louis Street, 3rd floor, room 348 during the meeting. Members of the public desiring to speak on a particular item should refer to a meeting agenda and complete necessary information prior to the meeting by filling out a request to speak card indicating on which item you wish to speak and place it in the designated location prior to the meeting. Applicant and applicant's representatives for the proposal will speak first for a total or combined period not to exceed 15 minutes. Proponents will speak and then the opponents. Each speaker will not be allowed more than 3 minutes. Speakers are requested to limit their remarks by avoiding duplication in their presentations. Applicants will be allowed a total period of 5 minutes for rebuttal. Opponents will not be allowed to rebut. Items placed on the consent agenda by the Planning Commission staff will not have time allocated for speaking unless there is a member of the public at the meeting who wishes to speak on the desired item. In such cases, the proposal will follow the standard procedure. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Vice Chairman Grout. We can now move on to the consent agenda. Mr. Baldwin.
Consent items for deferral. Item 4, CS 225, Roy A. Schnebelen Tract, proposed flag lot minor subdivision located on the south side of Hooper Road, east of Mickens Road, deferred by the Planning Director to March 17th. Consent items for approval. Item 2, Case 525, 1896, 1854, and 1844, Wooddale Boulevard, to rezone property from heavy industrial M2 to heavy commercial 1 HC1, located on the east side of Wooddale Boulevard, north of Exchange Place. Item 3, PUD 300, Sterling Southgate Final Development Plan. A proposed final development plan for multifamily high-density residential units on property located on the east side of Nicholson Drive and south of Burbank Drive. Item 5, ISPUD 122, River House Apartments, a request for a 1-year extension on the validity of an infill small plan unit development plan. Planning Commission staff certifies that all of these items are consistent with the comprehensive plan and the Unified Development Code.
Commission members, you have heard all of the items that have been placed on the consent agenda that are to be taken with one vote. Are there any members of the Planning Commission who have an item that they would like to be pulled from consent and heard as part of the regular agenda? Are there any members of the public present who would like to speak on an item from the consent agenda? Seeing none, is there a motion? Motion from Commissioner Addison, second from Vice Chairman Grout. Are there any objections to accepting the items that have been placed on the consent agenda? Seeing none, these items have been approved. Since all items were voted on the consent agenda, we can now move on to director's comments.
So a few things to remind you of. The next Planning Commission meeting will be March 17th next month. And the Planning Commission office will be closed on Tuesday, March 4th in observance of Mardi Gras holiday.
Thank you, Mr. Holcomb. At this time, we'll move on to commissioner's comments, and I'd like to take this time to congratulate the newest employee of the month, Blanca Tejera. Congratulations to Blanca, who is the current planning manager. The Planning Commission office has streamlined its operations by merging the current and site plan plat divisions. This new division, under Blanca's leadership, will oversee all land development and zoning applications, which comprise the majority of Planning Commission agenda items. Blanca's responsibilities include collaborating with other departments and external agencies to review and develop Planning Commission materials, such as staff reports and vicinity maps, Her proactive approach, positive attitude, and dedication to meeting deadlines are an inspiration to her team. This well-deserved recognition is to be celebrated for Blanca's outstanding contributions. Please join me in congratulating her once more. Are there any other commissioner comments? If not, is there a motion to adjourn? Motion from Vice Chairman Grout, second from Commissioner Coleman. If there are no objections, the meeting is adjourned. What a record. Yes.